Hello Little Ox, this is Brady Vanlo, and
I'm Jonathan Hess.
we're here to give you the scores and updates of the Little Ox sports team. Today we will start off with boys basketball. The boys basketball team will have their first sub-state playoff game on Friday, February 27th against Clinton.
Today we have head coach Don Showalter to talk about the upcoming game.
Coach Showalter, how are you today?
Good, thank you. Appreciate being here.
Well, how are you planning on preparing for your first sub-state playoff game against Clinton?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think we've kind of been preparing for it the last 8-9 games. We've had a really tough schedule. The last 8 games, we played 5 ranked teams in our last 8 games. So that's one of our goals is to get better and to prepare for tournaments. So I think that's helped us. And then fortunately, we had a number 2 seed, so we had a bye last night. Clinton beat Muscatine. So having a number 2 seed helps us. We have a bye, and then we play, of course, Clinton on Friday night. So we have a week-long preparation. We played last Thursday against number 9 ranked Kennedy, and then we have a week off, and then play Friday. So we have some time to get preparation and put some things in that we need to put in.
Did you accomplish what you wanted to this season?
You know, we obviously want to win more games, but I think in the whole scheme of things, we were looking to be very competitive with our young players. We have 3 sophomores and juniors in our lineup a lot, and so for us to be competitive with that young a team and compete in our league, which is really good. Our league is the best one in the state if you look at personnel and teams and rankings. So that's one of the goals we had, is to be very competitive, and I think we did that.
Do you think your team really improved on anything throughout the season?
No question. I think we got a lot better. Our chemistry is really good with each other. Our players seem to like each other, play really hard together, got great teammates. And I think our defense has gotten better and better. Against West High, we held them to about 10 below their average. Kennedy, we held them 10 below their offensive average. So our defense is really coming along.
Yeah, and speaking of team chemistry, the team has done a lot of charity work outside of basketball.
Yes, yeah.
Is there really like a reason for that?
Well, I think, anytime you have a group of young men, they have to understand that they need to give back to the community. And, that's one of the things that we stress, community service. We do a lot of things together as a team, just not maybe community service, but we go out, we have a bowling party, we go see a movie together. So a lot of things you do together off the court carry over on the court.
Have you personally learned anything new as head coach this season?
Well, I've been coaching a long time, and that's a great question, because I try and learn something every game and every year. And I think this year has been no exception. I think I learned a lot about young players and how they respond, and the positive nature that we have to be as a coaching staff with young players to help them develop.
In our second game against West, we really put up a huge fight. What really made the difference between the second game we played them as compared to the first game?
That's a great question. First of all, our young players, we weren't intimidated by a team like West, who's number 1 in the state, ranked number 24 in the USA Today poll for across the country. So we weren't intimidated by any means. And I think our defense was outstanding. We had a great game plan, and our players carried out the game plan. So when you have those things in place, and then we shot the ball well. So we held them to, it was a 3-point game, and nobody's come within 10 points of them all year long. So we felt pretty good about that, about how we played there. Now we just got to keep that intensity going.
Okay, so sophomores Nate Wheeland and Chuck Johnson both lead the team in different ways. Wheeland is leading the team in scoring, averaging just over 10 points a game, and Johnson is leading the team in rebounding with over 6 rebounds a game. What do you think makes these two, as well as the underclassmen, stand out, and how do you think the future is?
Yeah, they're very typical of our underclassmen. They play a lot of basketball at this point, which is really huge. They played as young players, played on outside school teams, and it makes it much better players. And then, you know, it's the same with our whole team. I think that with our young team, I think they can see that we're getting better, and the intensity level has gotten better each year practice.
Well, in previous interviews, you said that you really stressed that rebounding was a big problem for the team. At the end of the regular season, we finished second in rebounding in our conference.
Right.
How did that really affect the team's performance, and is there really anything we need to improve on before we head into our first sub-state game?
Yeah, again, a great question, because rebounding was a very big concern for us over the season, and having you know, in second in our league out of 16 teams in rebounding, we've obviously done a really good job. And Michael Martin and Chuck Johnson and Nate Wheeler have been a big part of that. But you know, I think we want to continue that. We still have to continue to dominate people in the class. And that helps with your shooting too. So if you get some easy putbacks, it helps with your shooting percentage.
For Clinton, when we played Clinton on Friday, we finished the season 12-9, and they also won their game against Muscatine last night, 68-62, I believe.
Yep.
And they're also really known for crashing the boards really aggressively because they led their conference in rebounding. How are you preparing your team to really counter the crashing the boards outside?
Yeah, they're a big team. They actually mirror us in size. They have a 6'9" center and a 6'6" player, so they mirror us in size. And one of the things I think that we've gotten better at is with rebounding is getting rebounds out of our area. You know, the player just doesn't wait for the ball to come down. We go out and get it. And I think we continue to do that. I think we'll have good success.
Right.
Okay, and finally, like, what? I know it's a long ways off still, but like, how are you planning for next season, and what are your goals?
Yeah, I mean, we'll start planning for next season immediately after this season with our players. A lot of them are playing AAU basketball, spring basketball. We have open gym set up. We got to get stronger, so we're in the weight room as well. So I mean, a lot of things happen before a season starts. We go to camps this summer and play in some shootouts. So a lot of things are going to go on with our team.
You'll have a really strong junior class coming in next year.
You're right.
As well.
And the senior class will be pretty good too.
I believe that's the last question we have.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks for
Good
coming.
luck Friday.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Hope to see